Do you want to increase brand awareness, attract new patients immediately and consistently, and become the go-to practice in your community? Then learn how to do ground marketing. That's what I'm going to be teaching you in this series. Let's dive in. Hosting your open house part 2. Welcoming the community to experience your practice firsthand. This is the complete playbook we did discuss in part 1. If you haven't listened to part 1, we talked about how everything should look inside of the open house. And now we're going to be discussing the promotion plan, how to guarantee a full house. The best open houses don't happen by accident. They're staged like a Broadway premiere. And your job is to create buzz so strong that people feel like they'd be missing out if they didn't attend. This requires 4 coordinated layers: ground marketing, digital marketing, partnerships, and a countdown. Nothing beats a personal touch. But instead of sounding like a salesperson, frame your outreach, your ground marketing, as a community favor. This is exactly how you're going to do it. Step 1, you're going to have a partnership invitation. Step 2, the co-host shift. Step 3, make it effortless. And step 4, anchor the ownership. And these are the scripts. Okay. So step 1, you're going to walk in. Hey, person's name, right? Or hey, you want to speak to the supervisor, manager, whoever, right? We're hosting a big open house this month, huge. And we're highlighting local businesses that make our community special. I'd love for your business to be one of our featured partners. Your info is going to be up on our community spotlight wall, and we'll be bragging about you to everyone who walks through the door. And then they're going to say, oh, okay, cool, awesome, where are you located? And then, you make a little bit of small talk. We're located right down the street here, there on this street. Then you're going to mention, the fun part is every spotlight business is treated like a co-host. That means when your team and your customers come by, they're not just attending, they're walking into an event where you're being celebrated right alongside us. Now they're saying, okay, wow, yeah, that's cool. That'd be awesome. I'd love to even come to the open house. When is it going to be happening and so forth? And then step 3, make it effortless. You can continue with saying, I'll drop off some invites with your name on them. If you want, you can hand a few to your staff or regulars, and they'll know they've got VIP status at the open house, which means we'll have specific freebies just for them, and they'll be entered to win some awesome giveaways. Oh, cool. Could I be entered? All this stuff, right? They're going to be talking about it. Yeah, of course you can. Definitely come by. I have some information in the car, all that stuff. And then just anchor their ownership. Also, when your people show up, it won't just feel like they're attending our open house. It'll feel like they're supporting you. They'll love it. They'll say, yeah, awesome. You might even get some people saying, is there anything we can contribute as to a giveaway? Can we give out something? All that other stuff, right? Or can we even go and set up a booth? I say the more noise, the more people there, the better, but it's up to you, right? Just make sure, if you go back to part 1 of the open house episodes, just make sure it doesn't mess with the original plan on how you're supposed to be set up. So this angle works. They're not just featured, they're co-hosting, and that creates ownership on their part. Their employees and customers showing up equals a reflection of them. If they don't send people, their spotlight feels empty, so they will. And then custom invites make it frictionless to distribute. It flips the psychology. They aren't doing you a favor. You're helping them look like a rock star to their people. Okay, so let's review that real quick. You want to mention, hey, we have a huge open house this month, and we're highlighting local businesses that make our community special. I'd love for your business to be one of our featured partners. Your information will be up on our community spotlight wall. This is free advertising to them. So make sure we say that. And then they're going to say, oh my gosh, yeah, definitely. We'd love to be a part of it. Of course. And then you can mention the fun part is every spotlight business is treated like a co-host. That means when your team and your customers come by, so you're already assuming they're going to come by, the team and everybody, right? They're not just attending. They're walking into an event where you're already being celebrated right along us. So this is already telling them like, oh, we got to go. It's not saying like, will you come by? Please come by. That'd be cool if you guys come by. No, none of that. You're just already, when your people come, it's going to be incredible. They're even going to see your business again and again and again on our community spotlight wall. And then you're dropping off some invites with their name on them. You don't have to make custom invites for every single person. It can just be a specific flyer or card or ad. And then you can handwrite in somewhere there that the invite is for them, with their business name. So it can say like, hey, this is for, and then just leave that part empty, or this is from, and then leave that part empty. And then, handwrite the name on there. And then you want to hand a few to their staff and stuff like that if they're around. But if they're not around, then just give them a few and let them know, hey, you can definitely hand this out if you want to other people. And then they'll obviously be entered to win specific freebies just for them, especially if they come by with that. We'll know to treat them like VIPs too. And they want to be treated like VIPs. So make sure we utilize this script. Okay. Now, how to capitalize on digital marketing with the co-host angle. Turn partners into digital co-hosts. So after the business agrees to be spotlighted, create co-branded digital assets for them. Maybe a short Canva graphic like the salon name or the gym name or whatever name is a VIP co-host at the practice's open house. Come support them. And then a 10 to 15 second vertical video of the owner saying, hey, we're excited to be featured at the open house. Join us Thursday at 6 p.m. And that's it. Once they agree, once they're like, yeah, we'd love to do that. We'd love to be a part of your community spotlight wall. Cool. Awesome. Let's take a picture. And then have them record this 10 to 15 second vertical video. That's it. Once they agree and all that stuff. And deliver these assets ready to post with captions written out so they can just copy and paste it. And the result is your event now runs on their social feeds and email lists. And this multiplies your reach. 2, spotlight them publicly before the event. So 4 weeks out from your open house, almost every single day, start weaving in partner spotlights. That doesn't mean every single day has to be a partner spotlight, but within the 4 weeks, right? Like let's just say the 4th week, you do 3. The 3rd week, you do 4. The 2nd week leading up to your open house, you'll do 5, and then so forth like that, right? So start weaving in partner spotlights. And it can say, hey, this week's co-host is Orange Theory Fitness. They'll be on our spotlight wall. Come cheer them on. Then you want to tag their business and encourage them to reshare. Most will because it boosts their brand, but don't be discouraged if they do not reshare. Continue to do it. Continue to tag them. This makes their employees and customers think, hey, if my company is being featured, they're pretty cool to show up. And then create a VIP RSVP link for businesses if you can. And then 3, run boosted ads featuring them. Instead of generic ads, run micro boosted posts featuring each co-host business. And the example ad copy could be like, hey, we're proud to spotlight LA Fitness at our community open house. We're proud to spotlight this specific salon or restaurant at our community open house. Come support them and enjoy free comfort bundles, giveaways, and more. Make it exciting. And then tag the business, and their audience will see it in their feed and feel invited through them. So always make sure we're tagging the business. And then amplify this with text messages and email. When sending text messages or emails to your list, drop in co-host mentions. Hey, we're excited to host our open house with amazing partners like, and then the local bakery or whoever. Come see them and grab a cookie this Thursday. Boom, that's it. This ties community credibility to your invite. People are more likely to attend when they see a familiar business name. So keep these things in mind when capitalizing on digital marketing with the co-host angle. Turn the partners into digital co-hosts, right? Create every single person. So let's just say you went to the local bakery or you went to Orange Theory Fitness or something, right? And they said, yeah, we'd love to be a part of the wall, right? We'd love to be a part of your community spotlight wall or anything like that. Awesome, cool. Here, thank you so much. Here's some information, all this stuff, right? You continue with the script. You snap a quick picture with them and their team. And then now you can ask them, hey, would it be okay if we recorded like a 10-second video of you just saying, hey, we're excited to be featured at the open house. Join us this Thursday at, and then time. Yeah, of course I can do that. Okay, cool. And then you record it, boom. Now you have a picture, a graphic, and a video. The graphic, make sure it's branded. You can create it with your brand and everything like that, but collaborate with theirs because you want to be able to share it, give it to them so that they can post it on there. That's the graphic. And then 15-second vertical video, do the same thing. We're excited to be featured at the open house. Join us Thursday at 6 p.m. You're going to post it, but now create it to where they can share it on their social media. Maybe use their branding, their colors, and so forth. Do that with every single person you're going to partner up with. Okay, that's content that they have that they're willing to share. And it's promoting you and your open house and your practice. And do not be surprised if by that alone, people call you for an appointment. Hey, I saw a video, Orange Theory Fitness posted something about your open house, but I kind of need a dentist right now. Is there any way you guys can squeeze us in for this or that? Do not be surprised if that happens because that happens a lot, multiple times. That alone will do you wonders. So make sure you do that. Take that picture and then try to record that video. They will say yes to the video, okay? Second, remember, spotlight them publicly before the event. 4 weeks out, you want to start weaving in partner spotlights. Mention, hey, this week's co-host, and then mention the business name. They'll be on our spotlight wall. Come cheer them on. and so forth. Run boosted ads featuring them. Proud to spotlight person or the local salon or the business at our open house. Come support them and enjoy, and then mention all the things that they can enjoy. Tag the business as well. And then amplify this all with text messages and emails. Let your people know, hey, we're excited to host our open house with all this stuff. Now, what would be awesome is if you can provide the scripts and everything and give it to each business so that they can also share this with their email list or their current customers and current members and so forth. So if you provide them with something simple like this and they can just copy and paste it, that would be amazing. Now, why this works? Social proof. When a guest gym or their daycare or employer is a co-host, it validates your event. Also, ownership. Businesses push harder because attendance reflects on them. Omnipresence. Their feeds plus your feeds plus boosted ads is going to say like, hey, I've seen this everywhere. And then ease. By giving them done for you assets, you guarantee they are going to share it. There's no friction. They just got to copy and paste. With this integration, you don't just market your open house. You weaponize other people's audiences. Each partner becomes a micro distribution channel, bringing employees, customers, and word of mouth momentum straight into your practice. Now, when it comes to digital marketing, you want to have precision on this. It's about orchestration, right? Not about volume. Every touch point should feel like a personal invitation, not background noise. So think of it as a digital drumbeat, consistent, rhythmic, and impossible to ignore. By the time the event arrives, people feel like they've been personally expected everywhere they look. So if you're going to boost your local posts, make sure you do it with a specific radius. Target 3 to 5 miles, stay hyper local, and your format should be short vertical videos, 10 to 20 seconds max, that feel candid, not corporate. It can be a 3D scanner sweep over someone's teeth captioned, "See your future smile in minutes," or a tray of cookies leaving the oven with the line, "Yes, dentists give out cookies here," and so forth. The caption, it should be first person, casual, and neighborly. It should say something like, "We're throwing the doors open this Thursday. Come grab a cookie, take a selfie, and see what dentistry feels like when it's fun." And this works because it feels more like community updates rather than ads. People see it multiple times and begin thinking, everyone is going to this. I need to too. Now, your email sequence for this, it should be an anticipation builder. You're going to have 3 touches, each engineered for a different psychological trigger. 4 weeks out, you're going to have the save the date, and that's going to spark curiosity. The subject is going to say, "You're invited, our open house," and then an emoji. And then the body is going to have something of, "Hey, mark your calendar, exclusive thank you bundles, and surprises await." Now, your second email is going to be 2 weeks out. RSVP now. This is going to have social proof. The subject is going to say, "Spots are filling fast. Have you RSVP'd?" And the body's going to have local families, employers, and neighbors are already in. Save your spot before it's gone. And then your final email is 3 days out. And it's what you will miss. It's going to generate FOMO. The subject is 3 reasons you'll regret missing Thursday night. And it's going to have the body just quick bullet points: free whitening credits, VIP comfort bundles, surprise farewell gift, so much more, right? All the things you want to mention. But make sure you end every single email with a clickable RSVP button and a PS line that says, "You can't make it? Forward this invite to a friend. We'll still honor the gift." This is already going to build in referrals for you. People will share their emails to someone they feel like, "Hey, can't make it, but can you go and maybe pick up a gift for you and I," and stuff like that. And they will go. So that's the email sequence. 3 emails, and it's going to build anticipation. In the ground marketing course, I have the emails all written out for you. The subject, the body, how to send it, when to send it, your PS, everything. So all you got to do is just copy and paste. And this is a really, really good sequence, not just for open houses, but at the same time, if you want them to come for a specific event. Maybe your Invisalign open house, or maybe your Invisalign day. But at the same time, it works fantastic, and it's built for the open house. So in the ground marketing course, I have that all for you. If you're not a member of the ground marketing course, make sure you become a member. Go in the show notes below, click on the first link in the show notes below, and I will love to see you in the course. I'm excited to see you in the course, and take action and do your open house. Now, that is your email. When it comes to your text messaging, you want this to be a personal tap on the shoulder. So you want to send 3 nudges, 1 week before, another one 24 hours before, and then you're going to send another final text message 3 hours before the event. The tone has to be friendly, informal, as if it's coming from a neighbor. And the examples can be like, hey, Sarah, just a heads up, our open house is Thursday at 6 p.m. Free comfort bundles waiting if you swing by. And then tonight is the night. Doors open at 6. Cookies, giveaways, and a smile simulation wall you'll want to see. And this works because text messages, they're more intimate. Done sparingly, it feels like a person thought of you. So make sure you do this. Remember, you're going to send a text message 1 week before, 24 hours before, and then 3 hours before the event. I do have all the text messages written out just for you in the ground marketing course. All you got to do is copy and paste it, and you're good to go. So make sure you go in the show notes below, click on the first link in the show notes below to enroll into the ground marketing course. Now, this works because when someone sees your open house invite on Facebook and Instagram, that's a visual hook. If they see it in their inbox, that's an anticipation builder. If they see it through their text messaging, that's a personal nudge. If they see it on their phone, it's a personal nudge. And if they see it on a clean RSVP page, that's easy action. Your RSVP page should be like the digital red carpet. The design you should have for the RSVP landing page, it should be mobile first. Okay. Don't design it for the desktop, although it will work for the desktop and the laptop. Design it for your phone, whatever smartphone, but mobile first. And it should have a 1 scroll max. You shouldn't have to keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. No, 1 scroll max. And the visual should have a countdown timer and smiling local faces. No stock images, no stock models, local faces only. The call to action is single and bold, just saying reserve my spot. And if you want to have extras, you can showcase 4 bundles, right? Like the comfort, whitening, employer, VIP, pediatric smile passes. You can add social proof like logos of local businesses already featured on your spotlight wall. And maybe offer a bring a friend option, RSVP for 2 in 1 link if you like. But it shouldn't be so much clutter. It should be simple, 1 action, and then that's it. Now, this will create the I've heard about this everywhere effect. By the time they walk in, they're not surprised to see you. They feel like they've been expected. This precision plan ensures 30 to 50% of RSVPs actually show up because you've layered curiosity, FOMO, and personal touches that make attendance feel like the natural next step. And finally, this is how it should run. Your open house. It's the day of, it's here, let's make it happen. This is how it's going to run your open house. And you want to think of the evening as a 3-act play. Number 1, welcome and warmth. This will lower defenses. 2, trust and demos. Build authority plus curiosity. And 3, conversion and celebration. Close with momentum. That's the 3-act play. Welcome and warmth is number 1. 2 is trust and demos. And 3 is conversion and celebration. So from 0 to 10 minutes, your doors will open and you want to have the red carpet effect. Your objective is to lower defenses immediately and guests should feel like VIPs, not patients. Your setup, greeters at the entrance with clipboards or iPads for check-in, a welcome sign plus balloons or simple decor that screams celebration, not clinic. And remember your background music, upbeat but not loud. Now the check-in flow with segmentation. Guests are welcomed with a smile and handed a quick check-in card. And the check-in card is going to say, hey, circle what you're most curious about tonight. Family fun, cosmetic upgrades, comfort and health, or community perks. Now, based on their choice, the greeter, who's your team member, will place a colored sticker on their badge, or their badge could be a specific color. For example, families could be green, cosmetic curious could be yellow, health first / seniors could be red, and employers / HR could be blue. The greeter ties it back with a personalized line. Perfect. You're going to love our whitening demo later. Or awesome. Our kids zone is right around the corner. And now you're segmenting your audience and you're tailoring an experience just for them. But your team also knows what to talk about to them once they see the colored stickers. Once they see, hey, this is green. They want to talk about families. They're in here for families. Hey, it's yellow. They're cosmetic curious. So here's the script the greeter should say. Hey, welcome. Tonight's all about you experiencing what dentistry feels like when it's fun and stress-free. Here's your badge, and this is your passport to all the demos and giveaways. And go ahead and circle what you're most curious about on this card. It'll help us point you toward the stations you'll love most. And then drink and snacks are right over there. Have fun, right? Obviously, pausing a little bit in between once they give you the card and so forth. Now, the psychology trigger is instant segmentation. Staff and your team can guide guests to the right offers without forcing conversations. And guests feel seen and they feel like the open house is customized just for them. So make sure you do this. You have color stickers that you can put on their name badges, okay? Or you can have name badges that are colored specifically for the audience segmentation. Now, 10 minutes to 17 minutes, you can do round 1 of the sterilization theater. Your objective is to dissolve fear and build authority by showing behind the curtain. So have a guided path with props, sealed pouches, indicator strips, right? Make it like a group of 5 to 7. And the script can say, hey, every instrument goes through a 3-step process. Clean, disinfect, sterilize. You see these pouches? The strip only turns dark after it's been through the hospital grade cycle. And hospitals use this same system daily, and we do it for every single patient. The psychology trigger for this is curiosity equals relief. Guests think, hey, they're obsessed with safety, I can relax. So that would be minute 10 to minute 17, round 1. Now, minute 20 to 25, you meet the doctor, right? You want to humanize the dentist, turn the white coat into a warm neighbor. And the doctor's job is to float through the crowd, right? Maybe the greeters can introduce the doctor. Oh, there goes our doctor right then and there. And the doctor can just walk and say like, hey, which part of town are you in? To one person, make a one-on-one connection. Or, hey, did you try the cookies yet? Did you try that cookie? Yeah, that one's amazing, right? Now, the doctor can say a script like, thank you so much for being here. Tonight isn't about dentistry. It's about community. We just want you to feel welcome and have a good time. They can walk in, mention that to the first station, second station, third station, or they can just have a whole right in the waiting room or the lounge area, and they can say that to the doctor. But remember to have those one-on-one personal bonds. Hey, which part of town are you in? Did you try the cookies yet? The psychology trigger for this is you want to create intimacy. Guests connect to the doctor as a person, not just a provider. Okay. Now, that was minute 20 to 25. Obviously, there's a little conversation here and there, so we give it some buffer. Minute 30 to 38, have a mini talk. Maybe something like 3 ways to make dentistry feel easy. This creates authority and relatability. Gather guests in the central area, and the doctor maybe can deliver a short talk with visuals. Right? The content can show 3 things. Comfort first dentistry. So you talk about the weighted blankets, the Netflix shows, the headphones. Second could be tech-driven prevention. Show how the scanner spots issues 6 months early and so forth. And 3, transparency. Show the sterilization, talk about it. Pricing, talk about it. Yes, please talk about pricing if you can. And then also comfort menu. Make sure that there's no surprises. And then your closing line is, hey, if you'd like to try a comfort tool or see your smile on our scanner, our team has spots available tonight. Don't leave without experiencing it for yourself. And you continue, right? Now, the psychology trigger is thought leadership plus FOMO. Okay, you're giving them things that they're like, man, I want to try this. Fear of missing out. I got to try it. So that is the talk. It can be 8 minutes or less, 30 to minute 38. If anything, you can open it up for questions as well. Now, minute 40 to minute 45, you want to have a wow moment, especially for kids. If kids are going to be there, have balloon artists, face painting, a challenge, right? And you can say something like, hey, we make kids the VIPs here. When they leave laughing, you'll always remember this moment. And the psychology trigger is emotional gravity equals parents' trust where their child is happy. You want to make sure their child is happy there. And this is the script that the staff can say, right? It doesn't have to be the doctor. The objective here is to anchor families emotionally. So make sure the kids have a wow moment as well. Now, at minute 45 to minute 52, sterilization theater round 2. Now, this is going to be a second run for late arrivals. You don't want people to show up late and feel lost or anything like that. No, you want to keep energy flowing and fear dissolving. So plan this. Okay, there's going to be late people, and I want them to see the sterilization theater or a specific station, and make sure that happens. Now, at the 1 hour mark to 1 hour and 8 minutes, have a prize call out or booking bonus reminder. And the objective is to create energy and urgency. So set up a raffle box near the check-in, And the entries can be anyone signed up for the bundle. And the prize could be whatever you want it to be. It can be free whitening, gift cards, or anything like that. And you can say, hey, quick announcement, tonight's raffle winner is, and then the name. Congrats. And remember, we reserve just 12 comfort bundles exclusively for open house guests. If you haven't reserved yours yet, the sign up station is right by the exit. Do not leave without locking in your spot. Okay. When it's raffle time or when it's giveaway time, their attention is on high alert because they think, hey, I might win this. Let me hear my name. Let me see if I win this. So everybody's paying attention. That is your time to mention that. Hey, we reserved just 12 comfort bundles exclusively for open house guests. Do not leave without locking in your spot. They remember that. They hear it. So don't just mention that willy-nilly at another time. Mention it when you're doing the prize call outs, okay? Once you're at 1 hour and 10 minutes to 1 hour and 20 minutes, have the surprise farewell gift. You want to end with hospitality. Maybe give them all warm cookies in branded bags or small flowers for families, something specific. And then the team will hand them out at the door. Thank you so much for coming in. Here's a little treat for the road because dentistry should always leave a good taste in your mouth. And the psychology trigger is surprise generosity. Guests will retell, hey, the dentist even gave us these incredible cookies from this bakery. I loved it, and so forth, okay? Now, you can have your team stand outside. So remember, your conversion engine, where you're going to convert everybody, right? Like sign up everybody is at the exit. That one place that everybody has to pass by. That's where you're going to set up your booth and everything like that and make sure people sign up and so forth and pick up their freebies. Now, you could have a couple team members outside of that, reminding them just in case, give them the surprise farewell gift and say, were you able to sign up for a comfort bundle? And if they're like, no, I wasn't. Oh, okay, let's get you signed up right now. And then see what they say, right? If they're like, no, right now is not a good time. Okay. But that's a good reminder for them to be like, no, I wasn't. They were busy. There was too many people at the table and so forth. Oh, let's just get you signed up right now. Okay, cool. And then now you're catching them before they officially leave. So consider the surprise farewell gift also like a net, just in case anything slips through the cracks. They're the net that catches. If they do say, no, I didn't sign up. Okay, why? Now's not a good time. Brainstorm with your team what you will say for that objection to ensure that you will still try to get them to come in and sign up. Could be something specific that they have a specific fear, money, or anything like that that wasn't answered, that they're maybe too shy to ask a specific question at that time. Now's the time to answer it for them. So the surprise farewell gift is beautiful because you're ending with hospitality, but at the same time, you're the net. You're catching everything that might have slipped through the cracks. And then from hour 120 to hour 130, your closing frame, your last call, you're going to seal conversions and leave an emotional imprint. The doctor's closing statements can say, hey, this building may look like a clinic, but tonight it's our living room. You are always welcome here. And before you go, this is your last call to claim your open house thank you bonus. Our team is at the sign-up station and we'd love to reserve yours now. Or you can say whatever, right? And before you go, this is your last call to claim your incentive. Our team is at the sign-up station. We love to reserve yours now. I'd love to see you this week. That's it. Make it a little personal. Try to mention that at the very end. I would love to see you this week. And then that gets them in. Now this triggers intimacy plus urgency, which will equal action. Now these conversions work because segmentation at check-in, guests get a tailored journey. Safety demo plus tech showcase, it dissolves fear, builds credibility. Doctor time plus kids' laughter, emotional anchors. And prizes plus scarcity reminders trigger instant bookings. And the surprise farewell gift creates retellable stories and referrals. Guests don't leave with, hey, that was nice. They leave with trust, urgency, and a booking. Now your follow-up sequence to this. It's done. Boom, you finished. The 90 minutes went by like it was all just 10 seconds. Following up is crucial. Unreasonable Hospitality, the book, it teaches hospitality is about how you make people feel long after they have left your presence. That means every touch point extends the open house experience, reminding them of fun, trust, and exclusivity they felt in your practice. So I do have the whole sequence on how you should do this. Day 0, right, is the memory lock-in. Email them. Thank you for coming. Your photos are inside. Have a short thank you note from the doctor. and then link to the photo album. It can be Google Drive or a Facebook album, and then have a booking call to action framed as hospitality. And it can say this: as promised, here's your link to reserve your comfort bundle. We've held this many slots. We've held 5 slots exclusively for open house guests. Claim yours here. Boom. That's within 24 hours of the event. Okay, don't let it be 25 hours. It has to be below 24 hours. And then day 1, let's just say 24 hours passed. Now you want to send something else. Deliver personalized value that matches their sticker segment at check-ins. So if it's families, send them an email titled 5 ways to keep your kids cavity-free this school year. If it's cosmetic, hey, your smile simulation, what's possible for you? And include before and after visuals and invite them to try their scan. If it's health first or seniors, email them, hey, why your dentist might be your best sleep doctor. And then share bite stress or sleep insights. And then plus, book a comfort consult. If it's employers and HR, email them something like an employee perk that costs you $0. Highlight employer spotlight wall plus emergency access cards. And every single email should have a booking call to action. Something like, would you like me to reserve one of your exclusive open house bonuses before they're gone? And so forth. That's on day 1, right? Before 24 hours are up, you want to send a follow-up. The next one is within 24 to 48 hours. And then now on day 3, send them a personal text message. Hey, and then their name. It was so great seeing you at our open house. Want me to hold one of the comfort bundle slots for you? Just reply yes, and we'll set it aside. It's conversational. It implies exclusivity. There's low friction. They just got to say yes, and that's it. If you still haven't heard anything, on day 7, send an email. Something like how Maria avoided a $1,200 dental bill. True story. And then share a short patient story with permission, showing how tech prevention saved money or how comfort option changed the experience. And then have a call to action, right? Your exclusive open house bonus makes this possible for you too. Reserve it here before it expires. And tie directly back to what guests saw at the open house. Maybe the scanner or the weighted blankets or the whitening. This works because it's social proof plus storytelling. People will see themselves in your patient's shoes. Now, if you still have not heard anything, day 14, you're going to send one final email reminder. And the subject is going to say, final reminder, open house bonuses disappear tonight. And you're going to list exactly what's expiring. And then you will add urgency. Something like, at midnight tonight, these bonuses go back into the vault. And then a PS, can't make it? Forward this to a friend. We'll still honor it if they use your invite. Now, this works because from day 0 to 1, you're going to lock in emotion. Plus, it personalizes value while enthusiasm is still high. Day 3, low friction text message and nudges them before momentum drops. Day 7, it builds credibility and trust by storytelling and social proof. And day 14, scarcity forces decisions. So now they got to make a decision quick. And it also has built-in referrals. Every email and text message makes it easy for guests to share the invite. The result for this is instead of 1 to 2 bookings trickling in, you create a conversion cascade. Families booking, employers sending teams, cosmetic curious guests claiming whitening, all because the event keeps echoing for 2 weeks straight. Now, I do have the templates for all of this. I have the templates for the emails and the text messages and the sequence on when you should be sending it and what day and so forth. That's all found in the ground marketing course. So I do recommend, if you're not part of the ground marketing course, I'd love to see you in there. So go in the ground marketing course and become a member. You'll get so much information, much, much more than what you're getting from the podcast episodes, exact instructions, scripts, and examples of you actually seeing me do all of this in real time in a lot of these locations and getting into specific businesses. So go in the show notes below, click on the first link in the show notes below and enroll into the ground marketing course. But like I said, that's all going to be found in the ground marketing course, the emails, the bodies, how you're supposed to segment everything, and so forth. Now, an open house isn't about balloons, cookies, or even clever offers. It's about shifting the story your community tells about dentistry. For most people, the dentist is a place of fear, cost, or obligation. When you open your doors and make every moment with hospitality, transparency, and joy, you rewrite that narrative. You give them a new mental model. Hey, the dentist is where I feel safe, cared for, and even celebrated. Will Guidara said it best in Unreasonable Hospitality. Hospitality is about making people feel seen. Once people feel seen, they will never forget how you made them feel. That is your secret weapon. The technology, the sterilization theater, the comfort bundles, those are tools. But the real transformation happens when a guest walks out saying, "They treated my child like a VIP. They showed me things no one else has ever explained. Hey, they cared enough to make this fun." Those impressions last longer than any mailer or Facebook ad. They turn into loyalty, referrals, and book schedules. The truth is, you don't need to sell dentistry. You just need to let people experience your care before they're in the chair. Do that well, and they will choose you every single time. Don't just host an event. Host a story people will retell. Host an experience that proves your practice is different. Host a night that your team looks back on and says, "That's when we stopped being a dental office and started being the community's home for health, comfort, and trust." That's going to do it for how to host an open house, welcoming the community to experience your practice firsthand. Like I always mention, much more information can be found in the ground marketing course, step-by-step process. And also, I don't know if you know this, but in the ground marketing course, you have more one-on-one time with me as well, where you can ask me any questions, concerns, and so forth. So go in the show notes below and click on the first link in the show notes below to join the ground marketing course. And I'm so excited to see you in there. In our next episode, we're going to be discussing collaborating with local vendors, how to build win-win partnerships with other businesses. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next episode.